All right. Tomorrow we face Cardiff in the Quarterback Cup quarterfinal. Maresca will be doing his press conference any moment from now. Talking about Maresca, I don't hear side talk, but it never clear. Even though the hear saying go later come clear him today. You understand? After the Everton game, he burst out. After the Everton game, that's since he signed for Chelsea, that the last, what did you say?
48 hours.
Last 48 hours has been the worst 48 hours since he was a Chelsea manager. What does that mean? Is there something that we are not getting, or there's something that is not clear? And also, when they ask him why, that he has not been getting the support, and they asked him support from who? Is it the fans? He said no. Is it the media? He said no. Then one thing will come to your mind. Maybe the board.
Make I start, Abi.
Start.
Well, but for me, I believe for the kind of person Maresca be, I believe says number one, something is up. Because Maresca, I don't think is the type of coach that talks too much
yeah.
on the media. So for him to say something like this, it means there's something going on.
Exactly.
And personally for me also, I feel say fans still they involved for this thing. But you know one, like he doesn't want to point it out that, okay, fans.
He has already made it clear now that the fans are not the ones that
He
are.
made it clear. It doesn't mean that it's because him coming to clarify what he's going to, what he said in the last conference, he might twist it. We know that Maresca will want to twist it. So him saying something doesn't mean that that is what it is. But me, I'm just saying that for him to come out and talk, it means that something is going on. You understand? Something is going on. I have said this times without number, that Chelsea not playing well. You cannot gather all the blame in the world and put it on Maresca only. Number one, every big coach, every big team lose. That is number one thing to point out. Every team, every manager, they have their time where they lose. Secondly, I have come to the understanding that with the way Chelsea is playing, or the way Chelsea and the board, their approach to football, using the youth model, signing young players, using them, building from scratch. I don't know what I will call it, what the name of that project is.
The Young Money Project.
The Young Money Project. I have come to understand that. You see this thing, what will they do? I'm not against it. It will work, or eventually it will work. But before it will work, we might be coming from relegation. And we might have changed like 10 coaches. Because the truth is that fans, when something no they work, fans no say, okay, whether na board, they do one, or players, they will hit directly on the coach. And by the time now Chelsea fans start pressurizing on Maresca, the time will eventually come where Chelsea will still sack Maresca. And they will bring in another coach, and the coach will still come and face the same thing, because right now Chelsea will not sign any, any star coach. Chelsea will sign any star coach where we say, go come, they say, okay, I want to do like this, they want a coach that they will control. That was why in the last time when we went to sign Maresca, we had the likes of McKenna as another offshore.
People that they would just...
They bring Enrique. Just to reject Enrique. Enrique said we had to reject the job because he knew what he was going to face. They brought people that, okay, these are elite coaches. But Chelsea were not ready to dance to their tune.
Because they know that you can't control people like that.
Thank you.
And even the Maresca that it seems like they would is easy to control. Maresca have entered.
Maresca now don't enter. Don't see CRCB. You don't tell them, say, okay, if people want me to be winning, the fans are pressurizing. They want us to be at a certain level.
And it's looking as if he's not the scapegoat in everything.
I think the setup here was when we won those 2 trophies. Because the moment we won those 2 trophies, everybody believed that we had what it takes.
And also the project,
yes,
the system.
Exactly. Because it was said we not qualify. It was said not qualify for Champions League. We not win those 2 trophies.
At least
I
maybe
think the owners would have they'll be looking for a way to adjust a bit. But because we won those trophies and we qualified for Champions League, they felt, oh, so that means with these small boys, they will still do something. So they will stick to it. But the coach is there and he sees what they cannot see. He sees what they cannot see. I have been drumming this team. I am not against you using young boys. It's a very perfect strategy. But please think about now and get experienced players. 2 to 3 experienced players in this Chelsea squad now can win us the league. Can keep us in a pedestal. But because we don't have them, this is why there's a fluctuation in performance. And at the end of the day, you will carry out the finger and point on the Maresca. That is why I say fans too still follow, because now fans, they push them. Fans, they watch a lot of, even at UK, I watch a lot of fans reaction after games that we lose. And it's always Maresca, this. Why do you not start this one? Why you not start that one? Whereas when they start, I saw a fan's reaction when Maresca started Gusto against Everton. It was another cause and insult. Somebody spent time, wrote things just to insult Maresca for start. Why did you start Gusto? Why did you not start James in his natural position and play Santos? Blah 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 blah. But it's the Gusto that came in now. I had 1 assist and 1 goal. And they will not still come out and say, oh, I'm sorry for what I said. They will not still apologize to him. So when it's sweet, they want to take all the glory for themselves. But when it's bad, it's Maresca. I don't see anything wrong in Maresca expressing himself. Before people go come and say, why would he say that? Why would he come out and say all sorts of things? Maresca is not wrong for expressing himself. You need to make the job easy for him.
So you think him busting out saying that the last 48 hours was the worst 48 hours since they arrived Chelsea was due to some internal problems that relates to players?
Number one, if you talk about the board, okay, I will agree with you on that side, but I'm not going to exclude or exempt the fans, because now we follow the ginger this thing. Now fans, they follow the ginger this thing. But for the board, it is as simple as that. Help your coach to help your team.
Okay.
Firstly, I'll start by saying, even though Chelsea hires a coach as good as Klopp, like hiring the type of Klopp profile to manage Chelsea, with these current players, I can put it to you that Klopp will not still do well. With these players we have in Chelsea, and you're hiring a coach like Klopp to manage a team.
I guess they will do well, but not to the standard.
They won't do up to what Maresca has done.
I agree with you 100%.
They cannot. Maresca has the
if you bring a coach of club profile,
yes,
they can't meet
can't.
some certain standard.
He can't.
Of course, he doesn't. Make it sure in CV.
He can't.
Make sure the players when don't work with.
Look at Klopp going to Liverpool. Look at the quality of players he had when he started coaching Liverpool. Then look at how he struggled his first season and how he then built a team with those set of players. Now talking about Maresca has the right tactics. He has the right approach to game. But most times the issue we have is just wrong decision when the game is already on. That is the problem. That is my personal problem, and I think 90% of the fan base should understand that this is the problem. Talking about the right tactics, for Maresca as a coach, he has the right tactics. Talking about the techniques and strategy to follow every game, he has it. But sometimes he fails to make the right decision when some, I don't want to use the word foolish, but I would have loved to use the word foolish players tend to spoil the game. That is just the issue. Those games that we are crying about now, those games that is bringing all this pressure on Maresca, those games were games that Maresca gave the right tactics, but some players were there killing it, and he failed to make the right decision by taking them off the pitch. Okay, you're hitting on Maresca. Yes, they have every right to hit on him. Because if he had done well, this momentum that Aston Villa is going on. Look at Aston Villa. Are you seeing that momentum? They were losing 1-0. They came back 1-1. They were losing 2-1. They came back 2-2. And they won the game 3-2. And they had to maintain themselves. That's what I say. Maintaining your momentum. You don't have to lose your momentum. I agree with them hitting on him. Because you would have made the right decision at that particular time to take off that player that was not doing well.
So you're pushing all these things, saying that the boards are hitting on him based on his recent performance.
Yes.
Why Dave is pushing his own angle that Maresca maybe behind the scene is trying to request for some experienced players.
Now,
or things
momentum. Regaining momentum now is another talk on his own.
That's that's his own point. Yes. That's also part. You know, he has already said it now. That's why I don't want to emphasize on that.
Yes.
But I just want to emphasize on what is bringing this issue, this whole pressure issue with Maresca and the rest of the team. Because that position that Aston Villa is currently occupying, that is our position. At least we would have been fighting with Man City.
Where Man City is occupying is our position.
It's our position. Yes. Let me just use that word.
Occupying is
It's our position. But that aside, the truth is that if Chelsea wants to face doom currently, just by mistake, just sack Maresca.
If you talk of sack, you don't talk whether the man won't resign.
Or make him just resign. For me, I know this is coming from the board. The pressure is coming from the board. Because now looking at our position.
See, I understand your own angle.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to dance to the piece of Maresca or dance to the piece of the board, but let's try to understand this thing on a dynamic range.
Okay.
There was something that Dave said. He said that the major setup was when Maresca qualified for the Champions League and won those 2 trophies.
Yes.
There was this bit of relaxation of the board. You can do this with this young kid.
Exactly.
That means you can go far with this same kid.
Exactly.
But now Maresca have seen that, fine, he can work with the kids, but I need some level of some high IQ
experience.
players.
Yes.
Experience is not age.
Yeah,
You
sure.
might be small,
Yes.
but have the IQ. Like Kopama now, I can tell you categorically that
He's
Kopama
His
is
experience.
an
Yeah,
experienced
he's an
player.
express player. Yeah, for sure.
Because he might not play heaven and earth, but the ability to read the game when the game is not good, he will tell you that this game is going out of hand. We need to make an adjustment.
Yeah, sure.
Now, what the board is doing, and for a man like Maresca to say it's not the fans that is not making happy, or this one, or the media, that means the board, there have been a little bit of glitch between him and the board.
In terms of signing off players.
I let us just believe it's the signing of players. You understand? But the thing is that I will still blame the board a little bit.
For sure.
I
For
will
sure.
blame them.
All blames go to them.
Because they are just looking for if you watch when they wanted to sign a new coach, they needed a coach that can stand out in the media, that knows how to gamble with words. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If they are not stupid to go and sack Maresca, and I know they won't.
No, they can't. Even though Maresca wants to resign, they are supposed to kneel down to beg him. Say, please, sir. But like what you just said now was about hitting that point.
They are just trying to. Maresca is more like the scapegoat, but Maresca, one way or the other, too, has not been trying one way or the other. But I will not jump into conclusion because of I lose to Leeds and Atlanta, and all of a sudden the media, everybody is hitting on this young man. Come on.
Yeah,
Man City lost 10 straight games.
Yeah. Thank God say don't call media. You don't talk
Exactly.
to everybody. That's to tell you that it's not just board.
Board, yes.
You see why I brought
Now-
fans?
Okay.
Because people now before
Why I'm saying that? Why? Fine. I'm just saying the media. But let us follow his own statements. He refused to include the media.
And also the
I
fans.
know because of his person, he will not say everything. Maresca is not the type to come out. I trust Mourinho. Mourinho will say it
Conte
as it
will
is.
say it.
Conte will say it as it is. These are coaches that will come out and talk. And this is why Chelsea board cannot sign coaches like that. You know, they can't control them. The demand is simple. Yes, I won the Club World Cup. I won the Conference League last season. I qualified for Champions League last season with this set of young players. But for me to enter the new season, there is a new momentum. There is new targets. You know that winning the Premier League is even hard.
Is that?
To me, I feel say he had past Champions League.
Is that Champions League and tournament?
Because he get as he go be now, Chelsea now, win Napoli.
If it-
Qualify for round of 16. As Premier League is now, once you just drop 3 points 2 times, where you go find yourself for table, you no go even understand again.
If it is saying the lie, ask Arsenal.
Exactly. Arsenal, they were more close to winning the Champions League last season than winning the Premier League. So this is Please, this is a new season. We need new targets. He has seen his team. He has studied this team. They are full of young talents without experience.
Yes, he toddlers.
Let me see make emphasis on players. Now, someone told me something when I was watching the Chelsea Everton game. Someone said that amongst all the players in Chelsea, that we only have one world-class player. Just one world-class player. And who is that world-class player? I was like, Palmer. He said, no, Chris James.
No, that's true.
Just one world-class player. Now, talking about the experience, the only experienced players we have in our team, like we can call them experienced.
It's Rhys James.
We still give it to Rhys James first, then we can add Palmer, then we can still say Caicedo.
Do you know why I'll give you 100% to Rhys James? James have seen it.
He has seen it through.
True,
He has seen
yes. Yes. Now, how do we get sorry for that, but let me just take let me just bring a little of Arsenal and a little of Man City and possibly Liverpool. Now, check in every of the positions in those clubs. You see that at least 2 players here should be experienced.
Yeah.
2 players here should be experienced. Why? Even though now sometimes an experienced player can be at the bench, but when an experienced player comes in a very tight game, there's a difference that player makes.
Yeah.
There's a way the game then it changes to something else in favor of their team.
Because he has already played this kind of
This kind of-
game.
Do you know that
Exactly.
even when James was starting out at Chelsea, when he was playing very well, Chelsea decided to keep Aspilicueta. There was a reason why they left Aspilicueta in that squad.
Exactly.
And he that reason he justified it in the 2021 Champions League season. These are things that the board needs to
Even when
understand.
Chelsea signed Aspilicueta, they decided to leave Ivanovic for a while.
Bro.
I think they should just
Well-
break that.
well,
That's
They say
I'd like to hear-
Maresca.
yeah, I'd like to
I
hear
would
what
like
you
to
have
hear
to
what
say.
you will say. I would like to hear what you say. All this one is just based on speculations, our own ideas or thoughts towards that conversation. But well, you can drop yours at the comment section. Do it to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Peters.
My name is Big Dave.
and my name is Gifto.